Hello everybody, the Tabletop Blacksmith here. Today I would like to discuss how to make skill checks interesting. Ability scores tell a story all their own. Someone who is clumsy might still be capable of succeeding balancing something that is very difficult, just as an incredibly strong person might not be able to break down a door just by simply kicking it in. Skills represent an individual's proficiency in one aspect of their ability score. So a character who has 14 dexterity might be more dexterous than the average human whose score is 10. A player with more dexterity might have more of a chance to succeed with sleight of hand checks or with being stealthy, but someone who pursues an interest in lockpicking or improving their ability to hide in the shadows is going to improve upon their already dexterous abilities. To avoid blank stares and constant re-rolling, I suggest that we use the skill checks as a tool to advance the story. DMs, use time and random encounters. For example, you ask a player to roll a sleight of hand check for lockpicking. The player rolls a 5. Now you could say in this scenario, you didn't succeed in picking the lock. It's natural for the player immediately to say, I want to try to lockpick it again. So instead, I would suggest using time or random encounters, or both, to further the story. The lock is a lot more complicated than you're used to. I wonder what this lock is guarding. About 10 minutes pass by, with you attempting to pick the lock, when you suddenly hear the approach of footsteps and metal clinking against stone around the corridor. Two voices discuss an upcoming change in the current chain of command. You're currently in an exposed position. What do you want to do? If you have a random encounter generator that you trust, I recommend doing that. Or you can have pre-planned scenarios in case there is something that fails.
Hey, what are you doing?
Boss man said to secure the area, so I'm securing it.
I'm the boss.
Oh.
Utilities 1.3.
I also think it's very important for dungeon masters to not put all your eggs in one basket. Make sure that the story can still progress if the players can't get through a single door, or solve a complicated riddle.
Great! You killed the invisible swordsman!
He's dead, all right.
How was I supposed to know where he was? You were supposed to fire up. We both fired up. It's like living with a 6-year-old.
Now we'll never find El Guapos. He was the only one who could show the way. We're lost.
By having multiple plans in place, you can advance the story without the players feeling railroaded. Players, come up with new things to try. Maybe you rolled low on your athletics check to climb the building to chase after the bad guy, but there might be an alternate route for you to pursue. Don't keep re-rolling unless you're asked to do so. Otherwise it can turn out like this.
Right back. Thank you.
And last thing for players, remember, those who fight and run away live to fight another day. There's no dishonor or shame in retreat, and by retreating, regrouping, and replanning, you can come up with a new scenario where you know what you'll be able to do if you encounter that door again while trying to solve the quest. Skill checks should be interesting. They should have consequences. They should have time elapse and further the story. I hope that you found these tips and tools useful. Feel free to use them in your adventures and your campaigns. I am excited to hear from you, so please comment below with the situation that you've encountered where you have found that by using some of these tools, the skill checks became a more interesting development. Thank you for taking the time to watch. If you like the video, please subscribe. We're an ad-free channel, so we're not going to ever put ads on our content. I do make and sell terrain with my colleagues. We currently have a Kickstarter. I'm dropping the link below for reference. I appreciate so much of your time and for your feedbacks, so please feel free to reach out and comment with your suggestions or recommendations. It is because a community like this exists that we are able to collaborate together as creators and storytellers. So let's get out there and remember, gaming is life.